Thank you for being here with us. For those that don't know, my name is Athena, and I will be leading our service this morning with the help of some volunteers. To get us started, I'll do a little refresher about Psanctuary. Psanctuary Church, for those who may not have joined us before, is a 508 faith-based organization. We use psilocybin mushrooms as a sacrament to connect us to divinity. It is our sincere belief that the consumption of psilocybin-containing mushrooms is a communion which brings us closer to what is commonly called God. We understand this concept as pure consciousness, which permeates all being. This pure consciousness is, we believe, the ineffable source of creation and the origin of health and well-being. Our faith in sacred mushrooms stems from prehistorical use by our ancestors and personal experience and members. It is our belief that psilocybin-containing mushrooms are one of the greatest sacraments that nature offers, raising our awareness so that we can access a direct connection to the source of life. We should not be mistaken for a medical or therapeutic organization. We strongly encourage anyone facing trauma recovery or mental health issues to work in conjunction with a psychiatrist, psychologist, or accredited therapist. Our objective is to help and support you in reconnecting with the universal source of healing, your own divine spirit. As we get ready to begin today's service, we ask that you mute your mics if they are not muted already. We want to let you know this meeting is being recorded. If you have any questions about, please reach out privately. A portion of this service, we will invite you to journal. So now's a good time to grab a notebook and pen if you'd like to participate in that. And please do, if possible for you, find a comfortable space where you can relax and be present for the service. The service portion of our gathering is around 30 minutes of silent participation on your part, during which time we will begin with a short meditation. We'll read the poem which the church has adopted as our acknowledgement of oneness with all that is, titled A Litany of Gratitude. A reading from our rotating text, currently as One Thinketh, along with an opportunity to journal your thoughts around the reading. A reading from our main text, the Tao Te Ching. After that, we will bring the official service to a close, and from there, we'll move into an optional discussion period led by Eric today. We've allotted an hour and a half for this portion until noon Eastern, and do invite you to participate if you feel called. We're officially opening our service up this morning, and welcome and thank you again for joining our sanctuary community in celebration today. As we begin our statement of faith, we recognize that this statement does not exhaust the full extent of our faith. We believe that sacred mushrooms are our primary source of personal and divine revelation. We seek counsel from the mushroom to find direction and inspiration in our faith practice. And we believe that all individuals who seek true revelation from divinity can do so. With that, I invite Eric to lead us in our meditation this morning.
Thank you, Athena. Good morning, everyone. I see our lovely community growing every time. A lot of new faces here, which is beautiful. Let's see, I'm going to use the Zoom timer for the first time today. I'll set it for 5 minutes. Just a short introduction. This meditation is the inner smile meditation. It's one that I've done here several times. It's extremely powerful, but it's also such a very gentle meditation. The premise behind it is ultimately that everything is energy, as the mushroom teaches us so clearly, and that the energy of a smile is the energy of healing, the energy of openness, the energy of invitation, and that this smile is not merely manifested in our mouth, but through our eyes primarily. And that's how we understand and experience that energy. And you've experienced yourself when you're smiling and what it feels like when it's real and radiating through your eyes, and when someone else is smiling at you with their eyes. And taking that energy into our life is miraculous. So I'm gonna go ahead and set our timer. If you would just settle into yourself and do a few 3 deep diaphragm breaths to really expand that belly out. Our lungs are a powerful system generating energy. Just allow your awareness to start rising up your spine. It by default settles into our abdomen, which is our center of gravity. And we can bring that awareness up through our spine, up to our shoulders, and into our skull. As you start to settle in there, get in touch with the feeling of a smile. It may help to put it on your face. Most importantly, try to bring that into your eyes. Even with them closed, you can feel it. Maybe remember something that really puts a smile on your face and in your heart. And when you start to really feel that energy of that smile in your eyes, you can then apply it to all aspects of your life. You can choose one, or you can just be general. It's amazing. You'll find if you take a troubling topic and use this smiling energy to shine light on that situation, how it can change. You may find that it's a teacher. Just keep coming back to that smiling sensation through your eyes. Just keep coming back to that sensation of smiling through your eyes. You can radiate that through your body, you can apply it to yourself, love yourself more. If you get distracted, you can smile into that too. If you find that your head feels like it's so full of energy, it needs to release, you can just touch your tongue to the tip of your mouth. You can feel that circuit connect, allow it to just settle back down into your chest. Bring that smiling energy into your heart. Just about 30 seconds left. Just smile into your being. Okay, there's our There's our timer. Just start to bring your awareness outside of your body again. You may find that you can look at things differently as you open your eyes. It is all energy, and our eyes are just as much sending as they are receiving information. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. We'll now go into our Litany of Gratitude, where I invite you to join me. You can unmic and join me when I say, "We live in all things live in us." So give us a moment. We live by the sun, we feel by the moon, we move by the stars. We live in all things. All things
live in us.
We eat from the earth, we drink from the rain, we breathe of the air. We live in all things.
All things live in us.
We call to each other, we listen to each other. Our hearts deepen with love and compassion. We live in all
things.
All things live in
us.
We depend on the trees and animals. We depend on the earth. Minds open with wisdom and insight. We live in
all things.
All
things live in us.
We dedicate our practice to others. We include all forms of life. We celebrate the joy of living and dying.
We live in all things.
All things
live in
us.
We are full of life. We are full of death. We are grateful for all beings and companions. Thank you, everyone. If you'd like to resume your mute. I invite Stephen to help us with our first reading this morning.
Good morning, everyone. Today's is from As One Thinketh, Chapter 4, continued. As the physically weak person can make themselves strong by careful and patient training, so the person of weak thoughts can make themselves strong by exercise in right thinking. To put away aimlessness and weakness, to begin to think with purpose, is to enter the ranks of those who only recognize failure as one of the pathways to achievement, who make all conditions serve them, who think strongly, attempt fearlessly, and accomplish masterfully. Having conceived of your purpose, mentally mark out a straight pathway to its achievement, looking neither to the right nor to the left. Doubts and fears should be rigorously excluded. They are disintegrating elements which break up the straight line of effort. Thoughts of doubt and fear never accomplish anything and never can. They always lead to failure. Purpose, energy, the power to do, and all strong thoughts cease when doubt and fear creep in. The will to do springs from the knowledge that we can do. Doubt and fear are the great enemies of knowledge, and to encourage them thwarts our every step. One who has conquered doubt and fear has conquered failure. Their every thought is allied with power, and all difficulties are bravely met and wisely overcome. Thought allied fearlessly to purpose becomes creative force. One who knows this is ready to become something higher and stronger than a mere bundle of wavering thoughts and fluctuating sensations. One who does this has become the conscious and intelligent wielder of mental power. Sorry for the dog.
Thanks, Stephen. We'll now take 5 minutes to reflect on this reading. So if you have that journal and pen nearby, You can take some notes, or if you'd like to just keep it in your mind's eye, that's all right too. And though during the day, consider a goal that you seek to accomplish. Imagine yourself overcoming any obstacle that stands in the way of its achievement. When doubt or fear, how do you dispel it? What is the source of the power that allows you to envision its accomplishment? We'll give us, again, 5 minutes to reflect on this morning. I'd like to begin finishing up your thoughts. Guide us into the next slide. The paradoxical nature of life and its mysteries are best experienced through the ineffable space we find in our communion with the mushroom. For more than 2,000 years, the Tao Te Ching has provided guidance and instruction for exploring the paradox of existence. It is for this reason that we employ the Tao Te Ching as our primary sacred text and invite all to study it further as you delve deeper into the mystery of life. Now invite James to help us with our next reading.
Tao Te Ching, chapter 57. You govern a kingdom by normal rules. You fight a war by exceptional moves. But you win the world by letting alone. How do I know that this is so? By what is within me. The more taboos and inhibitions there are in the world, the poorer the people become. The sharper the weapons the people possess, the greater confusion reigns in the realm. The more clever and crafty the men, the oftener strange things happen. The more articulate the laws and ordinances, the more robbers and thieves arise. Therefore, the sage says, I do not make any fuss, and the people transform themselves. I love quietude, and the people settle down in their regular grooves. I do not engage myself in anything, and the people grow rich. I have no desires, and the people return to simplicity.
Thank you, James. Now I'll begin closing out our service this morning. As far as announcements go, we have our MTI workshop series that is up and going. They meet on Fridays from 2 to 3 p.m. If that's something you're interested in, we'll drop a link in the chat. We began our cleric training. We had our first live call this past Saturday, where we have, I believe, 20 people signed up. So that's very exciting in the growth of not only Sanctuary as a community, but what we're working toward and bringing this to more people. And keep an eye out. We have a lot of events and opportunities to gather in the coming month. So we are going to send out an email with all of those events, letting everyone know when those are happening, where those are happening. And we're excited to be able to get together face to face with some people here locally. So with that, I believe that's all of my announcements this morning. If you've enjoyed the service and or the community conversation afterward, we would love if you would consider making a donation to help support the efforts of the church. All donations received go toward current programs, development and implementation of new programs, and operating expenses. And by donating, you help bring to reality the vision of Sanctuary. So thank you. If you are not yet a member, it consists of families and individuals from all walks of life and is open to individuals from any faith or background. If you, like many others throughout history, hold these mushrooms as a sacrament for sincere and intentional spiritual practice and would like to be a part of this community, we invite you to head over to the membership application page and begin the membership process, which I'll link. Becoming a member is a 5-step process, which includes a discovery call with us. Members of Sanctuary Church have access to our growing list of integration coaches and therapists, members-only events, including sacrament opportunities, our membership portal, and our members-only Discord chat, which is a daily connection with the community. And with that, I will close out our service, recognizing we've come together with intentions of service to the land and all its inhabitants. It is in our hearts to go forth into the world, the collective consciousness. We encourage you to stay for continued fellowship and conversation around our readings today. And for those unable to stay, we thank you for being with us. As we further our conversation, please remember that all perspectives are welcome as we search for the spiritual truth that is us all. Much love to everyone today. We'll end our recording.